Hello everyone. I am trying to do an unboxing video for you all. I'm trying to do an unboxing video. So, wonder what's in here. I'm going to tell you something. It's not anything Murakami, that's for sure. I was getting the Murakami, but I canceled it because I thought about it. I said, you know what? It ain't gonna go with everything like I wanted to. And I was trying to match a bag that I had already. The one with the cherries on it. Yeah, I have the Speedy with the cherries on it. And I'm like, one of the old ones, really old. But I don't hardly ever carry that one. I usually carry just the regular monogram Louis Vuitton bag on a regular right now. That's what I've been carrying. So let's get to it, y'all. Let's get to it. Let's see what's in here. Let's see what's in here. Can you tell already what, as far as what it is? You know what this is when it comes with two dust bags like that. Let's see what we got here, y'all. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Slide them up. Ooh. Here we go. Wow. That's one pair. Now let's see what this other one is looking like. And I hope they are comfortable because they look comfortable. The last pair that I bought, this style, I bought a cheetah print style, but this type of sandal, it was comfortable. And I'm like the type, I have to have comfortable shoes on my feet. So let's try it on. Should I try it? So they open right here. Okay. Now my other ones didn't do that. It didn't open right here. It only opened right here. The cheetah print ones that I have. So let's see what's going on. And these, I got it in a size 39 because I'm normally an 8.5, but I always seem to get 9s in like my shoes and boots because I like everything. I don't like nothing feeling like it's gonna be hugging me too strongly. So I'm gonna try on this one and then I'll show y'all what it looks like on. Let's see. Let me see. Okay. Oh, you don't need to, it won't even go through there. Okay, so I'm not gonna do that. Hold on, y'all. Let me take off. I just got into the house not long ago. It was kind of cool outside. I had on my Louis scarf. It's so funny how I was not even into Louis Vuitton for a while because when I was younger, I had purchased the bag that I was, spend my heart on. Uh-oh, sorry, y'all. I'll probably do better with this. I got this, actually. Let's see. I have it on a magnet. It should be, it's working, but I'm the one kind of move things when I sat on my bed. But Yeah, I had purchased, like, let me see if I can pull this camera up a little bit, y'all. Ooh, and over to the side a little bit while I put these shoes on. Let me see. Yeah, so I had purchased, back in the days, like, what was it, about 2010, I think it was. Yeah, 2010. This Chrissy multicolor, it was Murakami. I guess it was Murakami then, because it was the multicolor bag and it was called Chrissy. And so I purchased that bag, and it cost me back then like $3,000. Okay. Okay, sir. And so, um, you know, hearing about Louis Vuitton and everything, I'm thinking, these bags last forever. This is what I was thinking. I'm investing into a bag. So I found that Chrissy bag. The Chrissy bag had like all these studs all over it. And the reason why I'm not pulling it out right now, because I sent it off to get sold. Finally, after all of these years, I said, I'm going to sell it, because at first I was holding on to it because it was the first bag I bought. And that was completely within 5 years. That patina, it was, and because I used the bag fully to the full extent, like, because I thought that, it was indestructible, basically, because it had all this hardware on there. And, the paint, they was telling me that it was oil paint that they put on the bag with the multicolors and all of this stuff. And it was a nice big size bag. So, and at the time, nobody had that bag, as far as in my circle of people, they didn't have that bag. Okay. Now, I eventually started seeing that bag like on reality TV shows and stuff like that. Some of the girls, one or two of them may have had the bags. And this is before YouTube was doing all these unboxings, and, people were showing their stuff and all of that. But anyway, like I said, because that was back in 2010. The bag cracked. The paint started getting faded in certain areas, like where it was getting wear and tear, mostly. The way the bag was designed, it cracked a lot because it was getting bent a lot. It was just getting bent, and so it cracked. It just started looking crazy. The patina, like I said, the patina, and my goodness, I back then I used to wear like braids and stuff like that in my hair, and so I always used a lot of oil. I mean, I still use oils now, but back then I was using a lot of oils and all that kind of stuff. So I didn't realize, I was touching the bag, doing all this. That bag got so like heavily used that I was just like, I was disgusted with it, because I said, my goodness, this, I'm thinking spending all that money, it should last me. So one of the like strap holders kind of like unraveled a little bit, and I don't know what was going on, but the way it was looking and the way it was cracking, I decided I was going to take the bag and have it like have them look at it and see if they could repair it or do something. So I took it back to the store that I bought it from, and it wasn't much that they could do for me on the bag. I forget, because it's like I said, it was a long time ago. In my life, I had too many other things going on to really remember everything. But so back that it was like after 5 years, I had mentioned to them that things was not looking good. So, anyways, I don't know what happened. I never it never got repaired or anything like that. Then I ended up holding on to the bag. They was like, because I need to not use it like that, how I was, using it, whatever. I can remember at least some of that part of the conversation. So I had put the bag up for a long time. I put the bag back in the dust bag, wasn't using it. Then one day I took it back out, and I said, okay, I'm going to use it. So I was using it for a little bit. But then I was like, all this cracking, and the cracking, it was on this part of the canvas. Now, it was multicolored. But this, it was so hard, the canvas part, it would start to scratch me on my arms and stuff because it was cracking, like right where my shoulder kind of, I mean, my elbow would kind of sit in a spot, and it really was cracking. So I said, Lord, what should I do? Because I mean, I had spent all that money, you know. So then I decided to take it back to Louis Vuitton again. So I took it, but I didn't take it to the first store that I bought it at. I took the first store that I bought it at was the store that's in Beverly Hills. But when I decided to take it back again to see what can they do, like, you know, help me out with this situation, why the bag is just looking like it was. I took it to Costa Mesa. So they had the bag for a while, and they was inspecting the bag and blah, blah, blah. They didn't do nothing for it. I said, you can't even clean the bag for me? Because it was like, the patina was so, like, dark. And they said, they told me they couldn't clean the bag for me. They didn't want to lose its integrity and all of this. And I just should let it continue to just age. And, you know, there was really nothing they could do about the cracking because, you know, like I said, the place that it cracked, they was going to pretty much going to have to remake the bag. And then if it was to do that, it was going to crack again. So it didn't even matter. Y'all, my hair is just, I didn't even comb. I'm sorry about it. I didn't really even comb my hair today. I just actually rinsed my hair under the water, and that was it. But anyway, so yeah, that was pretty much it. And I did this, what I'm doing right now, to kind of wake it up. I've been kind of rushed. Sorry, y'all. It's getting off track, but yeah, I've been kind of rushed around today. So my hair is just doing what she wanted to do because Mama did not fluff Victoria the proper way. Okay? But she gonna be all right. Anyway, this is not a hair video, so we're not gonna start with the hair video. So yeah, so that's my story about the bag. They decided, they said, they gave me my bag back. They told me they didn't want to do anything, didn't want to lose the integrity of the bag. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I pretty much had that bag around here since like back then, like, you know, 2010. I think I bought it in 2010. And I was just holding on to it. But recently I said, you know what? I'm going to sell the bag. I'm going to get rid of it and find me another one that's made different, because I still like that multicolor. I like that multicolor print. So because I'm one of them colorful type of persons. So I said, you know what? I'm going to sell that one, and then I'll get one, a vintage one, that's multicolor, because I'm not going to spend all that money that they are selling these bags for these days. I would look on the pre-love market, and I definitely will find me one, and I'll get one of those at a reasonable price, you know. So, yeah, that's that. So anyway, let me try on this shoe. Let's see what this is looking like. But oh, how did I come back into my to liking Louis Vuitton again? Well, when I was down there talking about my bag, I spoke to this one guy, and he was showing me the watches and stuff. So I was looking at the watches, and I was thinking I was going to buy me a watch. But I ended up not buying a watch. I forget what I ended up doing. I ended up buying another bag. And I hardly ever carry that bag. It's black and gold. I think I'm gonna start carrying it, because I was coming into like when I like to thrift a lot. So I was starting to find Louis Vuitton bags in the thrift store, like you know, a lot, and they be real. So I was like, well, maybe I should start selling bags, you know. And definitely keep looking for them in the thrift shop, because people was giving away their Louis Vuitton bags that they didn't want. Shoot. I'm like, who's donating these bags? Because a couple of times I found some that was so just really, it wasn't like used really bad. They were looking really good. And I was like, ooh, you know. Oh, sorry, y'all. Popped off of the tripod thing and onto this magnet, but hold on, because I only put one on. Here, let me take y'all. Let's see what it looked like. See if I can get some better light. But you know I got to turn my camera around. I only got one on. It feel good too. So yeah, I'm glad I got them kind of big. You know, well, size 9. Because I have a wide foot, but I get all of them. So it's, anyway, let's get to some light. Better light. I think the light in here is better. And I'll show you my shoe real quick. And then after that, you guys, I'm going to cut the video because, you know, I told y'all I don't know how to do all that editing and then all of that. So I'm just going to show you the one shoe that I put it on. So you can see in the back how it's a little bit